What's up, guys? This is Tom Burkhardt from Car-Revs Daily in the 2017 Nissan Maxima SR Midnight. I'm taking a quick drive here to see and prove, hopefully, that the car is as badass as it looks. So this SR Midnight is the top Maxima with gloss black wheels, special little diffuser in the back, and then rear spoiler. So it's all blacked out. It looks amazing. And it's really quick. I mean, at the core, you know, say what you will about the continuously variable transmission, this car is superb. So, out to prove that today, Twisty Road. So, a big sedan, obviously huge back seat in this Maxima, and rivals that really run the gamut from sort of like the Accord Sport all the way up to like an Entry 3 Series. And the Maxima is very, but you know, it's sort of like its real true matchup is going to be the Dodge Charger. So this is same size sedan, so obviously a lot of vehicle moving around in these corners. And Maxima is very quick. It's very quick. So 300 horsepower from this 3.5 liter V6, and about a 5.8 to 6.0 second 0 to 60 sprint. So it's a quick car, and it's really, really good to drive. Just a little bit different than a traditional performance automatic or a stick shift. So what it does really, really great with this latest CVT is shift on paddles. So the downshifts controlled via the paddle are really, really responsive. So we can and it'll give you gears that you don't think. Got a nice guy fishing here. So the paddle shift downshifts are really, really good. The paddle upshifts are good, but not quite as crisp. But we do have simulated upshifts at the red line here. It'll really only ping against the red line and hold it there in a pure launch start, like when you're going straight ahead. Even if you have a little bit of turning lock on the wheel, it's going to do its upshifts. Handles great. It handles really, really nicely. I mean, it's a big vehicle and it's front-wheel drive. So once you sort of accept those facts, you can really have a lot of fun with the Maxima and you know, travel with four buddies in pure comfort. It's just huge inside and honestly handles very, very nicely. So the SR package is the one that is like the new SE. This is the real four-door sports car in the range because it has upgraded suspension, the upgraded drive logic with like active trace control and a couple other things, including sport mode and wider rubber. We've got 19-inch Eagle Goodyear F1s on this car, which are 245 in width, and then they are a 40 section. So they're very, very performance-oriented tires, even as an all-season tire. Very, very high performance, and certainly up to the task. The car feels like it has plenty of grip, and definitely plenty of thrust. It's a quick car. I mean, anything in the fives is going to be pretty speedy, but starting to get some brake fade here. We'll try to power through it. But in sport mode, the steering firms up, and the transmission is much better behaved, and much less sort of in its efficiency. Much less in an efficiency mode and more in outright pace. So the Maxima is very, very, very cool. Is it super badass? Is it as badass as it looks outside? You know, that depends on where you're coming from. If you're getting out of any other like sort of mainstream sedan or anything with a 4-cylinder, you'll absolutely adore the Maxima. It has tons of power. This V6 sounds really nice and revs strongly. 261 foot-pounds of torque, so you do need to rev it to get the most out of the engine, but that 300 horsepower is always on tap. So really, really cool. So it definitely drives like awesome, but perhaps and I should say in this SR it definitely outhandles any of the V6 chargers. You would really need like a V8 charger or some kind of one of the special ones like the SRT 392 or even Scatback to really be like more accomplished as an actual performance car. But that being said, you know, the Maxima has a ton of other stuff going for it besides its looks and its performance credentials. The other big thing is that it's great. The cabin is wonderful. It's super, super luxurious, pretty quiet, nice great seats with extendable seat base squab, which is amazing. Definitely something that all performance cars would benefit from. And then a nice quilted hyper suede and leather for the actual seating, and then sort of like a diamond motif leather wrap for the dash top, and just overall a fantastic drive position and fantastic performance appeal. So it's really it checks a lot of boxes that go beyond just simply like its sprint pace or its behavior on throttle. So we've got traction control is off right now. I'm gonna try to do a little brake torque launch. The car will definitely peel out. And it shifts. I mean, it shifts not only as those upshifts, but it literally shifts because it's a quick machine. So paddles are great. They're fixed to the steering column, so you have, but they're extra big, so that even with lock on, you can grab the right gear, and overall, it's just a very, very engaging drive. I love this flat bottom steering wheel, and the controls are all very good. Things like cooled seats, you know, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel. I mean, this car is very, very loaded. Of course, nav, backup camera, and connected services and stuff like that. And we've even got a special sport display that shows me how much power I'm producing, as well as a digital speedometer. So we're into first now. I mean, this car is strong. It has very, very strong acceleration, and it's something that you'll definitely love. One of the things you'll love about the car is that it's fast. Of course, this 3.5 liter V6 is standard on the Maxima, even its more sort of mainstream versions versus the SR as the sportiest one. You really are going to enjoy driving the car. Steering feels really, really good. You sit low and have great adjustment for the steering wheel itself. I mean, you can come like all the way through this range of adjustment, and then just as low as possible, of course. And then really thoughtful stuff like the edges of the USB ports, for example, are like illuminated at night. You know, the sport mode is really comprehensive and really easy. You just click it and then you're there. The cooled seats are fantastic. Remote start, I mean, really, really very good. Good navigation with traffic and satellite radio. Really just like almost everything you could possibly want. So the price for the most loaded Maxima ever in this Midnight Edition, which is extra special, of course, is bases from about 40,000. What did I do with my sheet? It's at about 40,000, like out the door. So the SR Midnight package is usually like $2,000, and you can add it post sale. Like you can get these wheels and the rear diffuser and some of the other elements of the Midnight package as post sale for about $2,000. But if you do it as a new car, it's only about like an $1,100 upgrade, which is very, very reasonable for how cool the car. It makes the Maxima look outside, and of course the exclusivity of having, you know, the coolest four-door sports car out there. So it drives really, really well. I'm actually extremely impressed with its road holding and general entertainment value on this twisty road here, and I know you guys will love it. If you're looking for a really big sedan that makes almost zero compromises for having a huge back seat, huge trunk, and a sprint time about 5.8, 5.9 seconds, look at the Maxima. I mean, this car is a boss. It is a great drive. We'll see you guys next time. This has been Tom Burkhart with Car Revs Daily.